Hey everyone, Illusionist Dave here, and just a quick update because I have not posted videos, and then I'm going to get to the main point of this video. This is going to be a fun one. This is dedicated to my good friend Matt Kramer. It is, if you haven't seen my other Yahoo Answers videos, go watch them now. But this is going to be Yahoo Answers video, probably in two parts because I've got to do the update first. But the big update is I'm now living in my own apartment. I have been for about 4 or 5 months now, and I am volunteering for a congressional campaign like I did in 2010, and I think we're going to win this one. We need to. The other guys, I'll leave that one alone. I had 2 major surgeries in the last several months. I think I touched on one and never told you what it was, and that was because I thought it might be too much information for you all. But I've found YouTube apparently is pretty cool about health issues and kind of a good resource for people with health issues. And so I had a colostomy. That's what I had done. I hate it. It's been horrible. I would not recommend it if you got only minor problems or problems that can be solved by medicine. And I'm not going to go into why I necessarily needed it. Just, it sucks. But life goes on. You know, it happens. I've also had I've got hydrocephalus. You're going to have to Google this one because I don't have time to talk about it. But I had hydrocephalus, and I had to have a shunt. Well, my shunt had actually moved for some weird reason over the years. It started out in the left side of my abdomen and ended up in the right side of my abdomen, and that's really, really weird, and there was no reason for that. And so one day I was reading a Facebook status, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see it, and I thought I was stroking out because I had a couple of weird symptoms that I immediately thought of stroke, but no, I wasn't stroking out. I was having shunt malfunction. So anyway, those are the updates. Now let's get to the real purpose of this video, which is every now and then I get on Yahoo Answers and I just I go through random questions that I find, because people on Yahoo Answers are not the brightest people in the world, and sometimes they ask really silly questions, and I go on rants about them. I am to warn you, over the top with this. It's kind of a character, kind of exaggerated, but let's do this. So we're just going to go through, and I'm going to look at questions, and let's see, let's find one. Okay, I love these questions. So is Team Hell no faith or heal? What does that mean? Alright, now let me read the description. And I'm gonna say this exactly as it is written. I mean, I'm kind of confused. Daniel Bryan is defiantly heel. CM Punk is heel. Ziggler is # heel, and I'm not sure what Kane is. Obviously, it sounds like, and I don't know much about it, but it's a reference to wrestling, I believe. Why would you put it in pain management, in health, in the general health care, in pain and pain management category? Are you stupid? Well, yeah, actually you are, because I mean, I'm kind of confused. Daniel Bryan is defiantly heel. CM Punk is heel. Ziggler is heel, and I'm not sure what Kane is. It's called punctuation and grammar. Use it. Okay, here's a health question. Why do I get these symptoms, but only when I'm tired? I'm sleep deprived much more often than I would like. I've noticed a few things that happen when I'm tired that seem to happen to nobody else, and the internet seems to have no clue about it. When I'm tired, I always get really thirsty and pee more frequently. I'm not diabetic because this only happens when I get like less than 4 hours of sleep. If I get more, I drink a perfectly normal amount, and maybe less, but when I get too little sleep, I drink all day. Is it because I drink more caffeine when tired? It seems a little extreme for a little extra caffeine. I also notice I can sort of feel a blunt something where my kidneys are. It's like I can feel my kidneys are there. Go figure. If it's not pain, I can just feel them there putting pressure on my whatever kidneys are attached to. I can just, let's see. Those are the weirder ones. My eyes start to vibrate and shake a little, but I think that isn't too weird. Any idea why I get so thirsty when tired? Is it normal? Well, if you're getting less sleep, you're going to drink more. That's the first thing. If I get more, I drink a perfectly more amount. But when I get too little sleep, I drink all day. You answered your own question. And if you're talking about you're drinking a lot more caffeine, you're going to get a lot of crashes. You know, you, especially if it's just kind of, you're drinking a little caffeine, then you're not drinking caffeine, then you're drinking a lot of caffeine. I mean, the answer is because you're tired. Well, the answer is because you don't sleep. That's why you're tired. That you pee more. Well, yeah, you're awake more. Your body's not at rest. I mean, you answered your own question. So why ask that? Now let's look at some more. I always love these. Does he not like me? I'm confused. Da-da-da. So she met a guy online. Oh, that's a good one. It was real nice convo for 2 days. Then he got my number and we texted. And we texted a good amount of time, and we again had good combos. Later, we kind of sexted. We planned to meet last weekend too. Didn't end up working out. Like, we didn't specify the date. We said either Saturday or Sunday, or Saturday or Friday, pardon me. Then we didn't text Wednesday or Thursday, so I texted him saying hi. He said hey, an hour later. But then I was so busy I texted back an hour later, so he never answered. So I got texted one more time later that night, and the next day I said hey, so I didn't text him anymore, so I don't look more desperate. So he never texted me anymore, and now it's Monday, and I was online on the chatting site, and it said he was online, so I said, hey, you online? And yeah, no answer. I'm confused. Like, he hasn't deleted me off Facebook. What's happening? I'm very confused. Like, did I do something? I hate stressing about guys. It's so stupid. Like, I'm talking to the other guys and whatever, but I really liked this guy. I don't know why. Okay, and now he answers me online, and we are texting. What the heck? I'm confused. And plus, at the moment, he's taking too long to answer. LOL. So how was your weekend? Why does he want to talk to me, not want to talk to me now? No, why does he want to talk now is what they said. And why did he never answer my last text? Any advice is appreciated. Thanks. What? First off, way too long-winded. Second off, you met him online, so yeah, that means he's obviously perfectly senile, right? Or perfectly sane. There's no way he's senile. And second of all, yeah, I mean, you can meet people online, but seriously, you met him, what, you said something like a week ago? Actually, you didn't specify. You had a conversation for 2 days, then you texted several days later. Yeah, so anyway, you haven't known this guy very long. It's not like, I mean, in the fact that you sexted without knowing the guy very long, I'm not touching that. You might let him touch that, but I'm not touching that. But my point is, yeah, and why are you asking us? I mean, are we his buddies? Are we his friends? Do we know him? Give me a name. If it's one of my friends, I'll be able to tell you what's going on. But why are you asking me what this other man is thinking? I mean, you don't even tell us his age. You don't tell us if he's married or if you know if he's married. You don't tell us anything like that. Think about your story, and don't ask stupid questions is the main thing. I mean, why would you ask us what this guy is thinking? I'm just curious. She's obsessed with dogs. First off, no, I don't know. I don't think she's obsessed with dogs. But who is she? I mean, who are you asking about? You know, make a better question. Secondly, this guy goes on and he talks about how he went on a date and then they went back to her place, and she knows a lot about dogs. She knows about Rottweilers specifically, and she has some Rottweiler paintings. And they talked about Rottweilers for 30 minutes, and she's got Rottweiler magnets on the fridge, and a pair of night slippers that are big black furry Rottweiler heads. Who the hell cares? Seriously, who cares? He says, and I want to point out some specific comments that he said in his rant. I walk in and three humongous beasts are sitting on the couch staring at me. She goes upstairs to change. I felt a little nervous because they wouldn't take their eyes off of me. Are you paranoid? I don't think the problem is that she likes Rottweilers too much. I think you're paranoid and you hate Rottweilers too much. I think you're a sissy. Get over it and take an interest in her. That's my advice. There's one I'm not even gonna no, we're not gonna go there. Do Republicans, I love these, want to turn the USA into a third world country where even your children will work as slaves? I'm a moderate, and I'm very, very, very liberal on some issues, and I'm very, very, very conservative on some issues. But what the hell kind of question is that? Yes, Republicans, every one of them wants to turn the USA into a third world country. By the way, now let's think about this for a minute. Now, one of the big criticisms of Republicans is that they like big corporations, aka lots of money. Lots of money equals large financial economic growth, which means not third world country at all. So your question doesn't make sense. And where even your child work as slaves, well, first off, if it's work, it's not slavery. Slavery is unpaid work where you live in horrible conditions and you're not paid for your work. Also, there are child labor laws, so, you know, even if they wanted to, even if they wanted to, which they don't, you're stupid, even if they wanted to, no, that's not going to happen. You know, what do you like? Oh, and she says, hey, Republicans have a cell waiting for you and yours, just like in communist China. I hate to tell you this, but Republicans hate communism. They're totally against communism. You're more likely to find liberals or Democrats, some, again, only a minority, who are for communism. You know, your question makes no sense. Why don't you learn a little bit about politics and a little bit about actual parties? Why don't you study for a little bit? Study, use your brain. Okay. This is just funny. Now, this is phrased as a question. Women, describe what it is like when a man enters your temple. Well, first off, I would hope that you mean vagina. I really hope, because if they enter your temple, well, maybe on a figurative level that would be okay, but on a literal level, that seems like that would kind of hurt. And I know I'm not a chick. You know, you asked for women, and I'm not a woman. But yeah, there are so many things wrong with that question. I'm not even, you know, I'm done with that question. There are just too many things wrong with that question.